Testing 1, 2, 3. Warning, the following video may contain adult language and themes. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. If you have a problem with this, stop playing this video now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You had your chance to back out. No turning back now. This may seem weird that I'm reviewing this movie, but this is my review of the 2013 movie called Frozen. Now, this is more a commentary on the moving of films to CGI in general. Even films that aren't CGI today have a shit ton of it in it. You know? And movies like this are completely CGI. I remember seeing Toy Story, and if you watch it again, it's kind of hilarious. The first Toy Story. It looks like a PS1 game. It's hilarious. Watch it again and see how dated the graphics look. But it was a good movie. It's still a good movie. It was a novelty at the time. But now, it really seems like now, it's just the norm. It's like these are being churned out. Like, that's what I've said about the theater-going experience to a certain extent. It's really like TV now. These are really like TV episodes that we're watching. They crank them out so fast that it's just like we're watching a TV episode. And the moving to CGI, in my opinion, is Hollywood's push to make movies more production line and cheaper, so they can just crank these things out like over and over. Because like once they've rendered these graphics, they can use them over and over and over again. So it's like, and I imagine that creating a sequel to this would just be like a programmer going in, just like spending an afternoon programming. That's all it would be. They've already rendered the graphics. They've already rendered the characters. Now they just need to tell them what to do something different. And I really don't agree with that. Let me talk about the movie, though. I thought the movie was okay, but I think there was a time when people thought movies were an experience, were a spectacle. I'm saying this movie is okay. I'm giving this movie a lukewarm review. So is that what movies should be? Just like, it's okay. I mean, I hate to sound like an old man here, but didn't your grandparents, wasn't going to a movie like a spectacle back in the day? But I don't know, whatever. It's just, this movie is like your classical fairy tale. Like, there's this girl. I mean, you probably already know the premise. This girl who can control cold, basically, and they're both princesses. They're daughters of this king and queen, and she harms her kid sister with her powers, and they basically get they isolate the one girl who has the powers, and they try to suppress her powers, and the queen and king die, and I think they were erased from the other girl's memory that her sister even has the powers, and they open up they sort of isolate the kingdom, and at a certain point they open up the gates to everybody else in the lands, and there's this accident where the girl with the powers runs amok with her powers and runs away, and the one sister has to go find her, and of course she finds this stable boy or something and falls in love with him on her adventure, and true love's kiss needs to solve her. She gets frozen or something. True love's kiss needs to solve her problems, and there's this prince or something, and who turns out to be an asshole, and there's also a lot of empowering towards women in this film, which I'm okay with, fine. But I'm pretty sure, and she punches the evil prince in the face, and I'm pretty sure that her hand would have broken because she's so frail. But anyway, yeah, this movie's okay. It's not bad. You'll probably, if you take your kids to it or a girlfriend to it, you'll probably have a good time. But I think there's more to this film than just the film. It's a sign of Hollywood trying to crunch numbers and just trying to make everything CGI and make movies. I'm sure there'll be a day when movies are completely CGI and there are no actors in them. And it's just, voice actors. That's all it will be in the future. And maybe they'll, automate that too. Maybe they'll get to the point where they can generate computer voices, so they won't even need actors anymore. Which I kind of agree with, actually, to a certain extent, because I think actors are paid way too much. But it's kind of sad. Yeah, and with Avatar coming along, Avatar 2, that's a movie where, you could realistically see the gap being bridged, where they would no longer need actors anymore, because Zoe Saldana didn't really even star in that movie. It was just her voice. And they looked pretty realistic as it was. So, I don't know. I just feel that maybe we should go on strike, against these CGI movies, because I think something is going to be lost, and I think that movies won't be a spectacle anymore. And I don't know. I've always, contended that if they can get CGI to the point where we can't tell the difference, then it'd be fine. But even then, I'm kind of hesitant. Because currently in Avatar, I could tell the difference. I could tell that these weren't real people in front of me, real creatures, that they were cartoons. I could still tell. But you can see they're getting to that point where they could bridge that gap. Anyway, this is just my old fart of a rant on the move to CGI. So take it easy, people. See ya.